So it's been 1,000 years since I've posted a video on YouTube, but I've been working on something in Detroit that I could really use your help with, so I figured it was time for an update. So back in October 2023, I bought this small 1920s filling station and auto repair shop on Mack Avenue. The goal is to turn it into a DIY auto hobby shop, basically a place where anyone can come work on their own cars. The idea is simple. I love working on old vehicles and I want to share that experience. It's genuinely fun to fix things alongside like-minded people, and more importantly, it's a skill that more people should have access to. I think, it helps you take care of yourself essentially. It's also a marketable trade. I also want to give people a real space to work on their cars. A lot of folks don't have garages, and working on your car in the street can get you ticketed. This gives an alternative. Now, I know what some of you were probably thinking: old gas station, that's got to be an environmental nightmare. And yeah, that was a big hurdle. Over the past year or so, we've worked with state and federal agencies to get the site cleared. All the required environmental work is now complete, and we've been given the green light to redevelop. The old fuel tanks were actually already removed, which we suspected from the start, but we did find a buried waste oil tank that had to be properly sealed. On top of that, the building itself needed serious structural work, new steel support beams over the garage doors, and a full roof replacement. It literally had no roof left, as you can see from these pictures. At the same time, I had to go through the zoning process. The city has been tightening regulations on new auto-related businesses to reduce the concentration of them and therefore reduce blatant pollution, which honestly I agree with. Even though this building was originally a repair shop, I still had to get a variance to operate, and I'll say this: the city has actually been supportive through the entire process. So now we're finally at the next stage. The remaining steps are pretty straightforward. Get the garage doors installed, run electrical service, and start filling the space with tools and lifts. That's where I could really use your help. Use tool lots or hoists for sale or donation. This is something I'm building not just for myself, but for a classic car community. And you don't have to have a classic car. That's just more or less kind of the theme of the space. Last month, the business was actually featured in the Detroit Free Press, and the response was honestly a little bit overwhelming. People seem to really love this idea. Now, the DIY auto shop concept itself isn't new. I didn't invent it, even in Detroit, but what makes this different is the setting. We're restoring this 1920s filling station and the auto shop and bringing it back to life. Cosmetically, the goal is to take the property back to its roots. Not literally, we won't be using 1920s chain hoist or anything, but the look and feel will be period correct. The plan is to get the repair shop up and running first, and then use that income to restore the original filling station into something special. A local neighborhood landmark. I'm thinking replica gravity feed, gas pumps, the milk glass globe lights along the soffits, everything. A place where people can stop in, take photos with their cars, hang out. It'd be a lot of fun. With all the positive feedback, I started thinking, why not offer prepaid access memberships? People who already know they want to use the shop can help fund the final push to open. And since then, the support has been pretty good. We've had offers for donated tools, even a hoist, and people willing to help with labor. Because of that, the amount of money I originally thought we needed to raise has actually gone down. On top of that, I've been getting contractor quotes with the plan to do as much of the install work ourselves as possible, which saves a huge amount of labor. And for anybody who steps up to volunteer labor, they'll be repaid with shop time so they can work on their own cars. After seeing how the Free Press video was performing on TikTok and Reels, I thought, even if a fraction of those viewers chipped in $5, we could probably open by the end of this year. So I added a simple donation option to the website also. It all goes towards securing the property, finishing the build out, and restoring the site, and essentially getting the business open. A lot of these old filling stations are already gone, demolished or collapsed, so I figured the broader car community might want to support something like this, even if they'll never physically use the garage space. And surprisingly, donations have actually brought in more than the prepaid memberships so far. So now I'm asking you, my YouTube audience, to help support this project. If you're interested, check out the link at s3garage.com. I've also posted it here, so you can just click on it. Even small amounts add up fast. I mean, nickels and dimes. As far as for how the shop will work, you'll be able to rent a bay or hoist by the hour, by the day, or through a yearly membership. Customers will be able to check availability online and reserve their spot ahead of time. We'll also use demand-based pricing, so earlier weekdays will be cheaper and weekends will cost a bit more. And one of the things I'm most excited about is offering free workshops. These won't just teach people how to work on cars, but specifically help bring back the lost art of working on older vehicles. A lot of those workshops will actually be centered around members' cars, so people can learn while helping each other finish real projects. We're currently targeting a soft opening in October 2027, and initial access will be limited to prepaid members. So stay tuned. I'll be sharing more updates, including contractor quotes, build progress, and timelines as we get things knocked out. Thanks for listening.